Welcome here to the Steel Pit, your home of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise, and today we are here in week number 15 taking on the Cincinnati Bengals at their stadium. Just before we get into this, the last game versus the Bills, of course, that video got corrupted again. So, we lost Brown in that game, and we lost Le'Veon Bell in that game, lost Le'Veon Bell for 6 weeks, and then Brown for, I believe, 3 or 4. Might not get Le'Veon Bell back this season, but possibly we might get him Brown back during the playoffs. So we might be able to get Brown back. Anyways, let's get right into the game here, the recap. Here we go. We're on a 3rd and 12. Roethlisberger will step back. He'll look, roll to his right. He's looking, fires down deep to Williams, but he was not able to keep the ball in his hands. He would drop it for an incomplete pass, and they would have to punt the ball. Now, 1st and 10, Andy Dalton will step back. He will look, fires to Croft. If I said that right, Croft. For a big gain all the way to the 40 for a big 1st and 10. Bengals. Now, the Bengals will hand off. No, PA pass, but Moats, he just not having it today. He will get the sack, his 10th sack on the season. And Moats, Pro Bowl future ahead of him. As here now, 2nd and 15, all the way to the 45 for Bernard, but there was a face mask on the play. Here, the next play, Giovanni Bernard would just run it into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Bengals would go up 7-0. Now, on the ensuing drive, 1st and 10, handoff to Williams, and Dunlap on the tackle made Williams nowhere to go, as they would have a 2nd and 13 coming up. Now, Roethlisberger would step back, he would look, he would fire to Green there on the left side on the slant play, and he would get all the way to the 38 for a 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. Now Roethlisberger, he will step back again, looks, fires to Bryant on the right side. He will get a big play, and he would get that all the way to the 37. So 2 big plays from Pittsburgh Steelers as we move into the 2nd quarter. Now 1st and 10, Roethlisberger steps back, looks, fires to Coates, and a big 1st and 10 from Coates as on that one. Now Williams, handoff, gets all the way to the 17th, no gain, as it now will be a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger steps back, looks, fires, gets Wheaton, and Wheaton would get all the way to the 14 and 2-yard gain there for a 3rd and 7. Now, Roethlisberger steps back, rolls to his right, fires, and he almost throws an interception in the end zone, but it would become incomplete as we would have to kick the field goal. Boswell would make it a 3-7 Cincinnati game now. Dalton to Elford on the ensuing drive. He will get him all the way to the 33 for a 2nd and 2 now coming up. Dalton would step back, looks, fires, and oh man, William Gay almost picked that one off, and if he would have went all the way to the house. Now it's 3rd and 2 off that incompletion. Dalton, and another sack from Moats. His 11th sack on the season, and just Moats, you cannot stop Moats. Anything you do, you cannot stop him. Now we move to the 3rd quarter. Andy Dalton and the Bengals would get the ball to start off the 3rd quarter, and man, he had enough time in the world to get that one off, and he would get it down deep in the field to Green for a big 1st and 10. I just don't know what was going on there with our Pittsburgh defense. Now, handoff on the next play. He would get all the way to the 43 for a 2nd and 7 3-yard gain from Bernard. Now on the 2nd and 7, handoff to Bernard again, and oh, he coughs up the football, but the defensive lineman was able to get that one as the Bengals scathed away from that one. Now it's a 3rd and 7. Dalton will step back. He would look, and he has all the time in the world again. Finds Alfred there on the right-hand side, and I swear to God that was not a 1st and 10, but they called it a 1st and 10 anyway. Dalton steps back on the next play, and Hartline will just take this one to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals, as they would go up 14-3 on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Out on the ensuing drive, halfback screen to Williams, and oh man, he jerks one defender out of their shoes, but not another, as he would be brought down on the 29 for a 2nd and 6. Now 2nd and 11. There was a delay of game on the play before, and Coates all the way down deep in the field was not able to hold on to that one, as that would have been a big play. But now it's a 3rd and 11 after the incompletion. Roethlisberger putting on the Jets, and will get a 1st down with his wheels there, as it's a 1st and 10 on the 36. Now Roethlisberger again rolls to his right, finds Coates there, and Coates will muscle his way to a 1st and 10 on the 48. Now Roethlisberger will step back. Next play, finds Green there on the right side, and Green will get a decent gain there to the 45. Now it's a 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger steps back, looks. Now he's running, putting on the Jets again, gets all the way to the 1st down marker for the 1st and 10 on the 41. Now Roethlisberger steps back, looks, fires for Haywood Bay, but that would be incomplete, just on the right-hand side, as we would now move to the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger would step back. He would find Haywood Bay on the left-hand side. He shakes off one defender, but will be brought down by the other, as it will now be a 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger finds Coates there on the little slant play there to the left-hand side for a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger will step back. He looks, he fires the Haywood Bay, but that one would be defended well, as it would be incomplete. Next play, 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger looks, and he had a wide-open Williams there, but he did not throw it to him. Dunlap on the sack, as it would now be a 3rd and 21. Roethlisberger looks for Green, and Green was not able to get that one, as it would be an incomplete pass. Good defending by the Cincinnati Bengals on that one, and then that would be it. Nothing left for the Pittsburgh Steelers to do today, as they would go down 17-3 in this one. The Bengals, they really needed this win because they were in the wild card hunt. Right now they have the wild card position, one of the wild card positions in the AFC. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers, they didn't really need to win this game, but I would say they had to because they are 2nd in the AFC. But 2nd in the AFC doesn't mean you're going to make the playoffs. I'll be honest with you, with this game, it does not mean you're going to make the playoffs. But without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more Pittsburgh Steelers franchise here on the Steel Pit. And I hope to see you guys next time for the recap of the Ravens-Pittsburgh Steelers game in week number 16.